Welcome back everyone on another spearfishing trip on the north coast of Trinidad. For some reason, the north coast waters became clear for quite a few weeks in a row, which is uncommon. And when conditions like that present itself, for sure we would never let that pass. You doing it?
You're singing the wrong song. When they're playing Hero. Could you be loved? Bye, safe. Ow.
Upon reaching the first spot, I realized a few small snappers in the area in which I know to have larger ones. This is a spot I've been diving for over 20 years, so I know it very well. Getting to the bottom, I lie down flat and stood waiting. From experience, I know that these snappers in this spot don't respond well to chasing them, and the best way of hunting in this spot is simply lying in wait and maybe a few grunts here and there. You can hear a grunt here, then wait a bit, another grunt, then wait. Eventually the smaller snappers start coming back around, then the medium-sized ones, and finally the larger shooting-sized one came all the way up for an easy stone shot. And you can see that with good freediving technique for both depth and bottom time and spearfishing hunting experience, it makes shooting these fish quite an easy and simple job. Another drop in this spot and a slightly smaller snapper ended up exiting his hole and stayed outside for a little too long. Easy stone shot once more and the day started off quite promising. This next spot is one of my favorite in the North Coast because it's a little deeper than most people could dive, which is about 50 to 55 feet, and it always holds some quality fish. On the first drop I saw quite a few shootable sized dog snappers, but nothing out of the ordinary for this area. So I surfaced and took a breathe up to make another drop. On this next drop, a small cubera snapper showed up, and if you know cuberas on the north coast, many times they don't stick around for long. So when you see one, it's just a matter of pointing, aiming and shooting. Because I know this gun very well, I was able to land a solid shot in just a couple of seconds. This is probably the smallest I would ever shoot a cubera, but surely a great size to take home and eat. Now it's time to head over to the next spot, and this next spot is known for having large black maggot, or lippy as we call them in Trinidad. I haven't shot one of these fish for years, but lately a lot of friends and family have been asking me for some of these, so I figured I'd shoot some to add to the cooler. After getting that one on the edge of the hole, it was time to get the torchlight and find the rest. As you can see, it's full with some good sized ones inside of the hole. However, shooting from this side of the hole was too risky to stick a spear and risk losing the fish. So I decided to come from the other side, where it would have been a much easier retrieval after the shot. And the torchlight in the hole makes it as easy as shooting fish in a barrel. After landing a lippy of my own, I let one of my students, Isaiah, have a shot at one for himself. I flashed the light and he got an easy shot. Now it's just a matter of getting him out the hole. On the way to the boat, Isaiah spotted a lionfish and went down and landed his first lionfish ever, which he was quite excited about. This next dive, I go down to another deep spot and lie down flat. While looking to my left, a nice sized dog snapper came all the way in on my right side, and as I turned my head, the fish was already on the way out. I knew I had my longer gun with the double flopper spear on it, so I tracked the fish, took my time, and lined up a long range tail shot. I knew the shot was a bit sketchy, so I played him lightly, and as soon as I came to the surface, I called over Isaiah and he put a perfect backup shot in the head, and we landed this quality side snapper. This next spot I didn't see much, so I got deep inside some ledges and found a large lionfish swimming upside down. My gun is a bit too overpowered for this job, so I called over Quincy with a small 80cm roller gun and he made quick work of it. This next spot is a very interesting spot to hunt because it's quite well known by many spear fishermen, so the fish know divers very well. So when the fish gets smart, the spearer must get smarter. After a few scouting dives, I came across an area of the reef that I knew had a few small snappers. This for me was a clue. Where they have small ones, they would have bigger ones around. After creeping through these boulders, I finally got a slight chance at a decent sized one, but as I mentioned before, fish in this spot are super spooky. For this hunt, I had to pull out another tactic. So the next dive, I dropped a bit deeper behind that hole where I saw the snapper come out from. I got as low to the ground as possible so that these boulders around me would block the line of sight between me and that snapper. When I knew I was just behind the hole where I saw the snapper, and there was just one boulder between me and that hole, I got my gun ready, hand on the handle, ready to shoot. Peek over the boulder and caught Mr. Snapper slacking outside his hole, expecting me to come from the other side. The spear got stuck in the hole badly, so it meant I had to make a return dive. Using my dive knife, I got the shaft extractor and took him out from the hole and got the spear unstuck. Then use the same knife and brain the fish. And just like that, another great eating size fish to add to the cooler. One fag running on one thing. Nice color. Video. Nice.
So that don't be that size, right? Yeah. Explain to the people when see you don't get them that size.
Apparently not.
That's all I'm thinking.
Yeah. Nice one.
And it feels good.
Get some.
Pirates of the Caribbean, don't stick down here now. Hit you up. I'm going to pull off the pin from this.
And now driving further up the coast, the water got even cleaner. And with that clean water and new areas, it came with many amazing sights you don't see every day.
cooking this fella here. Right. Salting him up. Black pepper. Fresh black pepper. Simile. So, that was a special sauce. I just mixed up this, a little secret sauce to give it a nice flavor. What a juicy.
Smell.
So guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you all like the video. And if you want to see anything special, you want more diving, you want to see more cooking, a little more outdoor stuff, we could do a lot of things. So just like, subscribe and comment, and we'll see what we could do.
And if you are looking to get into spearfishing, learn how to spearfish, as well as freedive, we have the PFI courses to learn how to teach you to dive from very beginner all the way up to quite advanced. So come check us out for the courses as well as the gear. We have the best, so come check us out. See you all in the next video.